Alright guys, so it's Olivia from Snugglebug Nursery. Today, I know a lot of people don't really know what reborns are, and a lot of people don't really know, what they're made of and how they're created and stuff. So I'm going to be doing this video. It might be kind of long, but I'd like to just kind of explain the whole process and about reborns and why, some people use them, some people make them, and how they're made, things like that. So I hope this answered a lot of questions. First thing I'd like to show you is this is Braden. He is a completed reborn doll by me. You can see he's painted very much like a real baby. The lighting is pretty off in here, so it's not really great. But you can see he has mottling, and you can see some veins. And he is very realistic looking. He didn't have a shirt on because I wanted to show his belly plate, so you can kind of see his cloth body. But and I have reborns because I have depression and anxiety and have chronic pain with some medical problems, so reborns help me cope with things like that and help me stay positive. It's kind of like an outlet to relieve stress and stuff. And I also make them too, so making them helps a lot with that too. Right here is a kit that has not been painted yet at all. This is the Lane kit by Sandra Wright. I don't have the head, but I do have just the arms and the legs, and you can see it's very pale, no colors, maybe some light flesh tones that will need to be changed before I start painting. So that's what you can see, and of course there's Braden. I'm going to compare one arm to him so you can see the difference. Very big difference. And then here is a painted kit. This is also by me. A big thing about the reborns is they are one of a kind, so especially mine. Each baby I mix different paint colors, so they're not exactly the same. So this is the Asher sleep kit. And I have him almost completely done painted, so I need to do his nails and stuff. But yeah, this lighting is really not showing any detail. Let's see if that helps. You can kind of see the mottling now. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, and then you can see there's no color there. And a lot of color. He's got a very newborn complexion. So does Braden. Yeah, that shows a lot better lighting. There we go. Okay. So, the first thing that I do when I reborn is I buy the kits online. This is a kit. Lane is from bountifulbaby.com, and so is Asher. You can buy just the plain kits by themselves. They come like this. You don't have to do anything except paint them, of course, and reborn them. Okay, so this section of the video, I'm going to be kind of explaining how I reborn and what I use. I'm not really going to go into tutorials. I'm just going to go into what materials I use and how kind of the process goes. So these are not all my paints, but I use Genesis heat set paints. They are oil-based paints. And they only dry at 275 degrees. So I actually use this heat gun. It's kind of like a super powerful blow dryer that gets very hot, and it dries the paint. And the good thing about these paints is they will never come off or fade, and they don't give a shiny effect at all. And they're very there's not a lot of chemicals in them. They're pretty safe. And they do not mix with water, so I have to use paint thinner. That's what I use. And for like mottling and details, I take a cosmetic wedge and I cut holes into it. That's for blotting. And then I've got different colors. I use yellows, flesh colors, blues, reds, all kinds of colors, just to kind of get each detail. The paint brushes and the cosmetic wedges. So I'd use many different techniques to do detail, like for the creases and stuff, tiny paint brushes. For the veins, tiny paint brushes, but then when I'm doing skin coloring, I use the mottling brushes, and so I just put a tiny bit of paint on here and just kind of pounce like that. And it gives it that nice splotchy newborn tone. And many layers go into painting these. This Asher Sleep Kit probably has about 20 layers of paint. The best way to paint is really thin layers, because then you get that translucent skin effect just like a real newborn. And you, just different colors, different steps. You know, I like to do the flesh tones first, and then I do some blushing, like some pink tones, and then I start to do the veins, and I go back over and do different colors, you know, like this blue and green. And there's quite a few steps of neutralization, so like if you get too much pink, then you can use green to counteract the pink. And if you use too much, you know, like blue, then you can go back and counteract it with yellow. So it's pretty, you can use a color wheel to kind of match it up. And that's what I do. So just kind of, I like to look at pictures of real babies and kind of get the details. And I like to make all my babies differently. As you can see, the Asher kit is obviously bigger, but he's more red. Braden's more of like a tan. He's still pretty red, but he's more tan, and the Asher's more pale and pink. So what I use when I am completely done painting, I use a matte varnish, which gets rid of all the shine and it protects the paint so it will not come or fade off. And then once that's done, I start rooting. I use Slumberland hair. This whole bag is about $50, I believe, but it lasts a couple babies. And the hair's long, so you can cut it into pieces. And then I use these needles. It's pretty hard to see. You can see that. These are 43 gauge 1 barb needles. And these are for, like, you know, really fine babies. You know, if I'm doing a toddler baby, I'll use a little bit bigger, but these are what I use for newborns. So you can see the needle. Maybe it will focus. It won't really focus, but it has a few tiny little barbs on there that catch 1 or 2 hairs at a time to go in each hole. And if you guys want, you can comment and request certain steps, and I'll be willing to do those to help you guys out. If you have any questions, comment, and I'm going to leave my email in the description box, so you can email me if you have any questions. So this is basically about the Reborns and how, you know, they're created. Many hours are put into work for these babies, and you know, painting takes hours, hair takes hours, you know, assembling them. It does take a lot of work and a lot of money to make these, but it's very much worth it in the end, especially if you can sell it for, you know, a couple $100. That's great. And when weighting the doll, I like to weight my dolls so that they're heavy and floppy, just like a real baby. You can see when I pick up Braden, his head flops back a little bit, and that's just like a newborn. I use magnets in the behind the mouth and on a pacifier so that he can have a magnetic pacifier. So you go to kind of see that. He has a little face, so this one's a little bit big, but you can kind of get the idea. And you know, I send all my babies home with a couple outfits, diapers, just like a real baby, you know, dressed up nice. When creating a doll, presentation is a major part of it. You know, wrapping it safely in a blanket, dressing it in nice clothes, you know, making sure that everything's clean and organized is what many buyers would like in a doll. So yeah, this video is a little bit long. I'm sorry about that, but I hope this kind of gets some basic information out to you, and if you would like information on any of these subtopics, I'd be glad to do videos, answer emails, questions, anything. I'm also open for custom orders. I have one spot at the moment. If you're interested in that, you can email me. And yeah, that's about it right now. So if you guys have more requests or anything, I'll be glad to do those. I hope this helps some of you kind of get the idea of the whole reborning process and what goes into it. I'd also like to thank all of you guys, my followers, you know, subscribers. It really means a lot to me that you know, care and enjoy my work. It helps me keep going, you know, it gives me, you know, things to look forward to, and it's a very good feeling when people appreciate your work, and like it. So thank you so much for watching, subscribing, comments, videos, likes. That's awesome. That's so meaningful to me. Just like to thank you guys all for that. And it is Christmas break, so I hope you guys are enjoying time with family and all of that fun stuff. So thank you for watching again. I keep saying that, but I really am thankful. So request videos and I'll make them, and I will put my Instagram account in the description, and you can go follow me there because I have a lot more stuff on Instagram than I do on YouTube. So thank you.